Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. Today I'm going to do a review on this 09 Ninja 650 that I just purchased not too long ago, and I just put roughly 120 miles on it, and that's been only in 2 trips. So when I picked it up and what I rode around a little bit. So what I can say about this bike, it's not a sport bike, it's more like a sport touring bike. The only thing that was changed on this bike is the clip-ons handlebars, but those on, I find them to be a little bit more uncomfortable for my liking. It gives a little bit more of a sporty look, but usually it comes with this those straight handlebars, and it sits a little bit back and just a little bit higher, probably like an inch or so, but he just sits just a little bit higher to give a better position while riding. And I rode this in traffic and on a highway. It does okay at high speeds. It's really not bad on high speeds with the wind. It was super windy when I got here and when I got it, and probably 15 to 18 miles an hour winds, side winds. It wasn't too bad. I wasn't really shaking a lot. But yeah, the windshield does protect you a little bit, but not a lot. Maybe if you put a windshield extension, maybe it will be a little bit better with a wind protection coming from the front. But it has, I believe, 60 horsepower or something like that. It's not a lot. It's only a parallel twin. It's not a 4-cylinder, it's just a twin cylinder. So it's not going to sound like a CBR or a Ninja 1000 or a 600R. It just it sounds more like a big dirt bike. It's like a thumper, and it has quite a bit of kick in it. This one came with 2 Brothers exhaust, which sounds amazing in my opinion. And 0 to 60 is pretty quick. It gets up and going, but I don't think it has a lot of top speed. Probably 120 miles an hour, 125 maybe. Haven't taken it that far. It's just cruising around like 70, 80, 85 miles an hour, and it did okay. Keeps up with the traffic, no problem. Passes car, no problem. So if you're a beginner rider, I'm pretty sure this is it's pretty beginner friendly. It's not really a really bad bike for a beginner. It's the seat height is not too bad. I am 5'10", 185, and I sit comfortably on it. I just flat foot, and I don't tiptoe on it or anything. The seat height is pretty good. This one got a LED tail light, and those are the turn signals. In the front, it has the turn signals integrated in a fairing and dual headlights. One is low beam, one is high beam. Whenever you're on a low beam, there's only one side. When you put a high beam on, they're both sides, low and high beam. In this night, they have those little lights in the corner of the headlights. They stay on all the time, they're pretty cool. What else can I say about it? Yeah, the only oh, one more thing. Riding. When you're riding in the seat is not as comfortable. I found that my ass been sore after I rode it 100 miles. So I think the seat is pretty firm. It's pretty firm, and I often have to adjust myself because it's becoming a little bit uncomfortable while I'm riding. That's the only 2 complaints I have about it. It's the handlebars that are a little bit too sporty for me. I'm more used to straight handlebars, and the seat. The seat maybe you can change the seat to an off the market one and he's okay. So now let's turn on the bike and see the gauges. Alright, so this is a fuel injected motorcycle, so you don't have to deal with a carburetor or anything. Okay, so I got a bike with 6,000 miles. I put roughly 120 on it. He has the clock and he has the mileage. You can see how many miles you did on a trip A and trip B, and this is the reset one. You can reset it. This is the fuel gauge. He has 5 lines. I filled it out when I picked it up, and I filled it out one more time. But yeah, it doesn't. It gets pretty good gas mileage in my opinion, and I wasn't really slow on it. I was pretty rough. And this is the tachometer, RPM gauge, and the miles per hour is right there. So let me turn it on and hear this 2-broader exhaust. Sound doesn't really do the justice. It's really louder than you would think. At idle is not that loud, but once you get on it, it's really loud. Sounds really good. In my opinion, it's one of the nicest sounds you can find in a twin cylinder. Really nice. This exhaust sounds really, really good. But yeah, so this is it. It's a really nice bike. Like I said, it's pretty beginner friendly. It doesn't have the kick as a ZX6R or ZX10R or CBR Gixxer 600, but it does have some power, and lower to mid-range, it's what it's good at. It doesn't really have a lot of power in the high end, but like the sport bikes, this is a little bit more forgiving, but it's pretty peppy for what it is. Yeah, I really like the looks. Red color looks great. He got a little bit of flaws, a couple of flaws and scratches on the side, but not really too concerned about. Everything looks good on it, and yeah, the only complaint I have is the seat and the handlebars. If this bike would have come stock with the straight handlebars, I would probably be a little bit more pleased with it. But right now, I'm looking for a straight handlebar conversion back to stock factory. But yeah, this is the bike. This is the review, and I'm gonna take you for a spin and show you how it sounds. Hopefully, the GoPro is not gonna be too much on a GoPro. It's not going to be too much of a wind noise, but we'll see.